And here's another question that the world is dealing with. To what extent can we rely on technology? And this is a question that is becoming increasingly relevant with the kind of influence that technology has on our daily lives. Let's face it, we rely on technology today for just about anything and everything. It does help us lead our lives, but there are times when technology can turn deadly. It could mean the difference between life and death. Take the case of what happened in the United States. In North Carolina on the 30th of September, Phil Paxson was driving home. It was a good day. He had just celebrated his daughter's 9th birthday. But then things took an ugly turn. Phil, like a lot of us do, was relying on the GPS while driving. Here's what happened next. The navigation system directed him to a bridge. But the problem here was that there was no bridge. It was destroyed years ago. His car fell into a river and he died. Phil was just 47 years old. These details were shared by Phil Paxson's mother-in-law in a Facebook post. Linda McPhee wrote, and I'm quoting, "Our family suffered a horrible loss on September 30th. My son-in-law, Phil Paxson, lost his life returning home after celebrating his daughter's 9th birthday in Hickory, North Carolina. It was a dark and rainy night, and he was following his GPS, which led him down a concrete road to a bridge that dropped off into a river. The bridge had been destroyed 9 years ago and never repaired. It lacked any barriers or warning signs to prevent the death of a 47-year-old father of 2 daughters. He will be greatly missed by his family and friends. It was a total preventable accident. We are grieving his death," quote unquote. It is an incident that has left people shocked. It is, after all, the latest incident where technology turned lethal. According to Phil's mother-in-law, the GPS navigation system misled Phil and drove him towards a bridge that ultimately led to his death. But this is not an isolated case. Remember the time when a robot broke a child's finger during a tournament in Moscow? The video that went viral showed a woman followed by 3 men rushing to save the child after the robot caught the child's finger. And after the incident, the child continued to play on and was even part of the award ceremony after getting his hand put on a cast. And then there was a time when Amazon had to update its Alexa voice assistant after it challenged a 10-year-old girl to touch a coin to the prongs of a half-inserted plug. This happened after the girl asked Alexa for a challenge to do. The speaker suggested participating in the challenge that it had found on the web. This dangerous challenge, called the Penny Challenge, started circulating about a year ago then. The 10-year-old could have gotten seriously hurt had she gone ahead with this challenge. Amazon said it fixed the error as soon as the company became aware of it. But you see my point here. Technology, for all its benefits and advantages, cannot be relied upon. It is a double-edged sword that could turn deadly. At a time when the world is preparing for the next phase of technology to take over our lives, with all that talk about a metaverse, all things virtual and so on, this is a serious challenge that we need to deal with. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.